Hello, everyone. How you doing? My name is Adam Large today, and you are welcome to the Otumba Adams Show. Okay, I did try from small accents. Let me see how well I can actually speak the British accent. So, how are you doing today? How is life over there, wherever you are? Are you in Nigeria? Are you in England? Are you in the Americans? And you are watching me live right now. You are welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. This is the 21st episode, and we are going strong. Alaye, man. You know, easy. Easy. All right, so you guys are welcome to the show. You know how we do it. If you're there and you'd like to introduce yourself, please put your name, your location in the comment section, and then I'm going to put it on the screen. All right, you guys are welcome to the show. I can see someone writing, hey, I am handsome. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? She said I'm handsome. Thank you very much. Anyway, you guys are welcome to another episode of the show, and today we would be looking at a book review, right? One of the books I read last year. Before I dive right into that, let me welcome everyone. Rukayat from Belgium, thank you for being a part of the show. You've been a guest on the show some days back. Thank you for being a part of the show. Who else is there? Who else would like to introduce themselves? Let us know where you are at the moment, your name, your location, and introduce yourself. All right, introduce yourself. Okay, so I said that in today's program, hopefully I am praying that network actually cooperates, because as it were, it's behaving. But anyway, in today's program, we will be reviewing a particular book that has been of great value to me. I read the book last year. I don't know, for some of you guys that are on my WhatsApp list and probably have heard me talk about me wanting to read 20 books between August and December. And I guess I actually finished the 20 books between August and November. I didn't have to enter December to start reading a new book. Anyway, so it was one of those books that I read. The book is by Pat Flynn, and we would be reviewing the book today, the lessons learned from the book, and hopefully you would get to learn something tangible that would help you in your entrepreneurial journey. All right. So while we're at it, do we still have anybody that would like to introduce themselves? All right. So we have Ria from Lagos. And post on the screen. Why is it not showing? I think my network is kind of terrible right now. Whew. Okay, I'm trying to show it on the screen. Okay, yeah, great. Finally, thank God. Ria from Lagos, thank you for being a part of the show. All right, so to dive right in, the book we would be looking at today is, let me get the book out. Just a moment, please. The book we'll be looking at today is... I'm sorry, my network is kind of I'm fluctuating at the moment, so I'm having hitches. Whoa. Network, what is happening? I did not offend you guys. I know I did not offend you guys. All right, yeah, so we have Will It Fly but by Pat Flynn. How to test... Whoa, sorry. How to test your next idea. Test your next business idea. You don't waste your time and money. Okay, so you don't waste your time and money. How to test your next business idea so you don't waste your time and money. All right, so that said, we will be diving right in. Someone is saying me. Who is Shekoni Bola? Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you. All right. Whoa, network is really doing me strong thing today. All right, okay, I'm back. So let me get my note out so that we'll be able to discuss properly what we have. Glad to have you too, Shekoni Bola. Okay, I don't know who you are. Probably after the show, you come tell me who you are. All right. Thank you for being a part of the show. You said glad to be here again after a long time. Thank you for thank you for coming. I'm glad to have you on the show. All right, so back to what we have for today. Now, the book is divided into three parts, right? And the part one, well, yeah, I'm actually having difficulty trying to remove. Okay, the part one focuses on. Let me get my note, please. On the mission design before you venture into a business, right? You need to have a mission design. You need to have a foundation. All right. And one of the problems that like a lot of people have, like a lot of people want to enter into the entrepreneurial journey or like world. They want to be great entrepreneurs, but they do not lay the right foundation before they venture into what they want to do. Right? Everybody loves the idea of being an entrepreneur. Like, I'll go hammer if I become an entrepreneur. I'm going to be this if I become an entrepreneur. I'm going to be that if I become an entrepreneur. But a lot of people do not really lay a solid foundation before they enter into the entrepreneurial path. All right. And that is why we have to start with what? Mission design. All right. No, in part of the mission design, according to his book, it said that like one of the things that like you need to ask yourself is this: 5 years from now, where do you hope to see yourself? You should first of all like list out 4 aspects of your life that are very key to you. 4 aspects of your life, right? That's the very first thing that like he said that like you have to do according to his book. 4 aspects of your life that are very important to you. Be it maybe yours is going to be family, profession, finance, health. To some people, it is travel. To some people, it is spirituality. Is part of their first 4 areas of their life that like they want to like focus on, right? You choose the first 4 areas of your life and then like get a piece of paper. Let me use this piece of paper here with me as an example. It's that you get a piece of paper, right? And then you divide the piece of paper into 4. All right. Can you see what I'm doing on the screen? You divide the piece of paper into 4. Now, if you see or if you look at the piece of paper, you can see how divided it is. I'm trying to be sure that you guys can see very well. Yeah, you can see how divided it is, right? Now, on each section of the paper, write out the aspect of your life that is most important to you. Is it family? Is it finance? Is it health? Is it spirituality? Right? Now, you need to write out the 4 aspects of your life on the paper. Now, what you're going to do or what you'll be writing on that paper is that 5 years from now, where would you be? How do you want your life to be within that aspect of your life? In your finance, how do you want your life to be? In your health, how do you want your life to be? In your family, how do you want your life to be? Okay, so you have to like write out how you want your life to be in the next 5 years. Now, you would not be writing in I pray or I hope that in 5 years' time. No, you write it as if it is happening right now. So let's say 5 years from now, for someone like myself, like I can write that like in my finances, for example, like I have over 50 million naira in my account. Just saying, right? Now, I am writing it as if it is happening right now. However, it is for the future. But that is what I want my future to be. For my family, maybe it will be 5 years from now. I am married with 2 kids. Giving an example, for instance, I am married with 2 kids, and maybe like a boy, a girl. They are doing wonderfully well. I have a lovely relationship with my wife. We get to go on dates every week. Now, what you're trying to do is that like you're trying to lay the foundation for yourself. All right. Because there's something about being an entrepreneur that like most people fail to realize. If you do not chart a course that you want to go, you most likely would deviate at some point. And if you do not get your foundation set, then on the long run, you're probably like in the next 5 years, you may not even be happy. But once you have been able to like set the most important things to you, like you've been able to write it down that like, okay, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, this is what I want this aspect of my life to be, right? Then whatever your business idea, whatever business you want to venture into, would be in alignment with what your foundation is. It should not be that like let's say you enter into the entrepreneurial world and all of a sudden you abandon your family just because you are trying to make the money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, let's say in the next 10 years, somebody asks you that, like, how are you doing? And then the next thing you're going to say is that, like, well, actually, my business is doing great, but unfortunately, I have divorced twice. Like, it doesn't really sound well. Like, you seeing yourself today, you wouldn't really want that kind of situation. So you need to like set your priorities right and know where or like know how you're going to position your life in such a way that like it would not affect the core areas of your life. All right. Now that is the first part that you need to do. Okay, according to his book. All right. Now, once you have been able to like look into the future and tell yourself that like, okay, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, this is how I want my life to be. Yeah. Then you have to look back into the past. That's history test, according to how Pat Flynn puts it. History test. You look back into your life. And looking back into your life, you have to like remember every point in your life that means a lot to you. Maybe you just got a new job. Maybe you volunteered as something in a particular organization. Maybe you were learning something new for a period of time. Whatever it is that like you can flash back on that you did in the past that was monumental to you, right? What you do is this. The first thing you need to do is you write on a piece of paper, right? Something of what we just did also, like write on a piece of paper. And the first thing you need to write is what, WHAT, what. Your what will be your job, your volunteer experience, or any particular activity you were involved in at that point in time. Now, you have to do all these things in a chronological manner, as if you're trying to like write your CV. You know how you do it when you write your CV, that like, okay, between this period and this period of my life, I was in primary school. Between this period and this period of my life, I was in secondary school. Between this period and this period of my life, I was in the university or polytechnic, or afterwards I went for NYSC. After my NYSC, I landed my first job. I worked in this role. Along the line, I learned this, I learned that, I learned all the things that like I can learn. So you put everything in a chronological manner, right? And the first thing you do is you write the what for each thing that is most important to you in your past, right? Write the what, which is your job, volunteer experience, and all that. Then when did it happen? Write the time frame. Then the next thing you're going to write it is what did you enjoy about it for that time frame. So let's say, for instance, I studied mechanical engineering between 2005 to 2010 in Futa. What did I enjoy about studying mechanical engineering? Okay, we are live on air. I guess some season we say, if I remember mechanical engineering, I will just shake my head. However, I made great friends during that period of time. During that period of time, I learned how to play the guitar. During that period of time, I was one of the organizers for the graduating sets dinner, and it was very lovely. Now, these are the things that like I enjoyed while I was in the university. I'm just citing an example now. And okay, so amongst everything around that period, what is your favorite memory? That's the next point. Your favorite memory within that period that like you did that particular thing. What is your favorite memory? What is that one thing that like always stands out whenever you remember? Anytime I look back and then like I remember university days, the one thing that always stands out for me was the fact that like I was part of the planning committee for the set, right? The dinner for the set, and it was a success. It was lovely. We did a wonderful job. Like that is one of my aha moments in my university days. Every other thing, all those books we read, all those engineering calculation, enter my head. Yeah, like it was cool, but then like nah. The most important part to me was me being in a leadership position, helping the sets to organize something, and then like it becoming a reality. All right. So after that point, then what did you not enjoy about that phase of your life? For me, still using the university thing as an example, will probably be that like I did not enjoy the fact that like lecturers would want to bully you, and some of them would outrightly tell you that like you cannot get much more than a particular grade in their course, and they tend, or some of them tend to act like demigods, or if you should offend them, like you know that like you're going to fail their course, or probably like one of their friends is going to fail you. That period within the school was something that like I never enjoyed. Right, that's one thing I never enjoyed. Um, After everything, right? After everything, like your what, when, what did you enjoy about it? Your favorite memory, what did you not enjoy about it? Then grade that phase of your life. Does it have an A? Does it have a B? Does it have a C? Does it have a D, E, or F? Right? Grade that phase of your life. Why you're trying to do that is this: the aha moments that you had, your favorite what's the word now? Your favorite moments during that phase of your life, or during the different phases of your life, tends to tell you certain attributes that you have that can help you in the business you want to venture into. Remember, we are still laying the foundation. This part of the book, according to Pat Flynn, is what laying the foundation. Now, we looked, the first part was looking into the future. The second part is looking into the past and looking at the things you remember, and then like your favorite moments around that period of time. All right. So once you're done with that, he went on to talk about the shark bait test. Now, how many of us remember this program, Shark Tank, where people will come around, entrepreneurs will come around to pitch their idea to investors? Does anybody remember that program? If you remember, please put it in the comment section so that like we would what's it called? So I would know that like some of you guys have actually seen that program. But if you haven't, you can just check on YouTube, Shark Tank. You would see where a lot of entrepreneurs are trying to like pitch their ideas to investors. I think there was a time that like Nigerians also did that. This First Bank lady, the Awoshika, Mrs. Awoshika, she was one of the investors in that program that they did in Nigeria. All right, now, according to this chapter, it says that like when you're with the Shark Tanks, they would ask you, what unfair advantage do you possess that every other business does not possess? Because one of the things that they're going to ask is that like, why should I give you this money to invest in your business? What makes you stand out? Right? What makes you stand out as a person that would make what's the word now, that would make us want to invest in your business? Right? Now, it is totally different from your unique selling point. No, it is not your unique selling point, but we are talking about what is the unfair advantage that you as a person have that you're bringing into the business. Yeah, Ruka had said something about not Shark Tank, but something of sorts. Yeah. All right. So I was saying that like, what is that thing that like you as a person is bringing into your business? Now, how do you find that unfair advantage as a person that like you're bringing into your business that will make your business outstanding? Because everybody actually has these superpowers. Yeah, let's call it the superpowers, right? These superpowers. Now, in finding your superpowers, according to Pat Flynn, he said that like send a broadcast out to all your contacts. You can send them emails, you can post it on your Facebook, WhatsApp, wherever it is, and then ask them that like, what is that one thing, or what do you feel I possess as a person that you like about me? What is that thing about me that I do that you admire, that makes me stand out? Because if you're not sure what it is as a person, then people should be able to tell you what exactly you are doing right, or one thing that draws them to you. Because that same thing that draws them to you most likely will be that thing that you're going to use in your business to draw your clients to you. All right? That's unfair advantage. That's thing, that's superpower that you have. So the next thing you have to do is send a message out to people. Ask them, what do you think I have that draws people to me? What do you feel I have that drew you to me as a person? Now, people would give you their opinion. If you feel that, like, okay, you don't want them to, or you don't want to know who sent what, there's this particular application that is called Anonymous. A lot of people use that application to like send anonymous messages to them. So you can as well just send them the link and tell them, like, please tell me something about me that draws you to me, or that drew you to me, or you feel that this thing about this guy that like we all love. Everybody has that thing, except if you are wicked. If you are very, very wicked, you know, go get him. But everybody actually has that thing. So ask people around you that, like, what is that one thing that I possess that drew you to me, or probably you feel draws people to me? All right. Once you know that, right? Once you know the foundational level, right? You've been able to like solidify your foundational level. Now we are going to go into your business idea proper. We are going to the development lab. That's the part 2 of his book, The Development Lab. All right. Now, in developing your idea, you need what we call a mind map. You need what you call a mind map. Now, a lot of the times, a lot of people have different ideas that come into their mind. I don't know if you've ever had an idea that like you cannot sleep. Like it just keeps on coming to your mind, like it keeps on rushing your brain. Now, according to the mind map, this is what you need to do. You need to stay in a secluded area. That's the first step you need to do. Stay in a secluded area. And in the next 10 to 20 minutes, right? Time yourself. Are you guys listening? Time yourself. In the next 10 to 20 minutes, write out every single thing that comes to your head pertaining the business. Every single point that comes to your head pertaining the business. Write it out. Every single thing. Like, don't try to like rationalize your thoughts. As it is coming, just be writing it down. As the ideas are coming, just be writing it down. It doesn't have to make sense to you at that point in time, but write it down. Now, as you're writing it, write it in a sticker note, right? Different points. I don't know if you guys know these sticker notes that like they put on walls, on boards, and all those kind of things. So write it, whatever points that comes to your head. Let's say for like, let me like try to like cite an example now. Let's say I want to do a going business, for example, just came to my head, and then like, okay, it has been ringing in my head. I want to do a going business in Akure. I feel nobody has done it before. Like I'm just assuming like, okay, I should bring this business. Like, man, people go chop them. So what are the things that like I need to put together? Location. I write location as a point. Maybe like I want to use somewhere around footer as location. Put it as one point. What else again? Ingredients: beans, palm oil, pepper, these onions, everything. I write it out. The equipment I'm going to use. If I'm going to use a gas burner, if I'm going to use a pot, if I'm going to use plates, if I'm going to buy packages that like would make it more presentable, everything as the ideas are coming in, I am writing it down. That is what we call mind mapping. Like the first phase, like whatever it is that is coming to your head at that point in time, write it out. Okay. Do not try to like rationalize your thought. Do not, even if it is nonsense that is coming to your mind. Well, most likely it should not be nonsense, but like whatever it is that is just coming to your mind at that point in time, you do what? You write it out. Do not hold back. Pour everything out as it is coming, and immediately your time is up, stop. Immediately your time is up, you do what? You stop. Okay. Now, once you are able to do that, once you're able to write everything out, then the next thing you need to do is allocate each point, put them in different sections. All right. Maybe this one is supposed to be in marketing. Maybe this one is supposed to be in purchase of equipment. Maybe this one is supposed to be in production. Categorize every single part of what you just wrote. Okay? Everything that you just wrote, categorize it. What came to your head, just categorize it. Then you can now start sifting out the irrelevant parts, the ones that like you feel that like are not so irrelevant to the business as a whole, right? But you can still hold on to it. You may not throw it away immediately. Like, just if you feel that like, okay, this one is not so relevant, peg it somewhere, put it in its own section, miscellaneous. Okay, peg it somewhere. First thing I said, write out all your ideas. After you've written out all your ideas, what was it called? Allocate them into different sections, right? Now, once you're able to do that, then the next thing you need to do is put your business idea in one sentence. Now, how do you do this? How do you do this? You first of all start by writing your business idea in one page based on everything that you have put together, right? Based on everything you have put together, write your business idea in one page. Like, what you're trying to do is that, like, if anybody asks you about your idea, you should be able to tell them that, like, this is what my idea is about. So, like, what you're trying to do is like, okay, you're trying to like write out your idea in one page, such that if you need to tell them, but now once you've written out in one page, now summarize everything. Okay, like that one page should just be between 400 to 500 pages. Now, once you've done that, the next thing you have to do is what? Summarize it to a paragraph. Your one page, summarize it to a paragraph. After you've done that, your paragraph can be 3 to 5 sentences, right? After you've been able to do that, now summarize or shrink it further to just one sentence. That one sentence that, like, somebody asks you that, like, or if you meet anybody on the road, you know that you cannot be saying a full page this stuff, or like you cannot be saying 3 to 5 sentences if you're trying to like tell somebody new about your business, because not everybody actually has the time. Or imagine if you're trying to like pitch your idea to a business tycoon that wants to invest into your business. You cannot start saying like, excuse me, sir, actually, my business is like this. I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, they don't have the time. In one sentence, can you shrink everything and put it in one sentence? Such that if anybody asks you that, like, what is your business about? You'll be able to tell them what? In one sentence. I want to sell Ewa Goyi in footer to XYZ. I want to, or this business is about this. Go straight to the point. Like, you're not dilly-dallying. Like, you're going straight to the point. Like, you are hitting the bullseye. Okay? That is what? Bringing all your idea in one sentence. All right? So once you are able to do that, I hope we're still following. Okay, once you're able to do that, now, the next part of his book talks about conversation and observation. Pat Flynn said that, like, there was a time that, like, he interviewed someone, and then this man said that, like, once he has an idea, he writes it on a piece of paper, right? Like, he writes it on a piece of paper, and then he puts it in his pocket everywhere he goes, so that, like, it will be a part of him. And this is what he does. To validate his idea, he goes around and talks to people about his idea. He goes around and talks to people about it. I know that, like, this part of this section, a lot of people will feel that, like, if I should go and share my idea last time like this, everybody is going to steal my idea. No. The reason why it would not happen, or the reason why people will not steal your ideas, is that, like, at that point in time, the people do not have the amount of zeal that you have, except if your idea is just one watery idea that, like, it is not enough to shake the world. But if it is something that, like, you're so sure about, that, like, okay, if I'm going to do this, this thing is going to be outstanding. If that is the case, yeah, then you know that, like, okay, you sharing with people, yes, they've gotten the idea, but what is stopping them is the fact that, like, they don't have the same zeal that you have, the same tenacity, the same energy that you have to push that idea through to reality. So you need to tell people about your idea. You need to talk about your ideas. The reason why you're talking about your idea is this. The more you tell people about your idea, the more you can validate that idea, whether that idea is good enough or not. Recently, I have been sharing a particular idea, a new business I am planning to start, right? And I've been telling a lot of people about this idea. I'll just enter into someone's DM, and then, like, I'll be like, okay, I have this idea I want to do, and this is what it's about. I will send them a sample of the idea, and I'll be like, what do you think about it? And then a lot of people have actually been able to tell me so many things that has actually even helped me. The areas that like I did not even focus on, they've been able to like ask me questions that like, have you thought about it this way? Have you put it this way? How about you do it this way? And the more I tell people, the more I gain more clarity about my idea, the more I am able to fine tune the idea. Okay. So you can also do the same. You have this idea in you, you've been able to like write it out into one sentence. Then when you meet people, your friends, your family, even strangers, ask them. Now, if you want to talk to strangers, though, I need to say this. You cannot just like barge into a stranger and then be like, Alaye Alpha, I get this idea. I want to share it with you. Alpha, if you hear me out, nobody nobody definitely would listen to you. Nah, nobody's going to do that. However, you need to like help that stranger first to do something before you request something from them. And when you're trying to ask people for their opinion about your business, do not impose your own ideology on them. Be ready to listen. Be ready to pay attention. Listen to what they say. Ask more questions. You said this about this. Why did you say that? Verify what they're trying to say, like expand that thing that like you feel that like okay, they've said. Don't have this mindset that like it is my idea. Why would you say this about my idea? Yes, there's some people that will give you negative reviews about your thought process, but don't let that negativity weigh you down. Because as long as more people are telling you that your idea is a great idea, then you should not mind the negative people. All you just need to do is just listen to people, fine tune what they have said based on the people that like what you've done interviews with. I hope you are following me. All right. Whew, this thing is not a small something. No. All right. So once you've been able to do that part, which is the second part, then the third part is now the flight planning part of your idea of the business you want to launch. Okay. How you're going to what? Take it up. That's the next part. And we'll talk about the market map. All right. Now, one of the things you need to realize is this. If you feel that like the idea, maybe like during your interview, you got to know that like someone else is doing that thing, right? Or that idea that you had, you should not be downcast. Remember I said something. You have what? A superpower. And that superpower is what would make your business to do what? To stand out. Okay? It is always the money. It should even encourage you that, like, okay, fine. People are already into this business. That means that like there are customers in it. It's not like you have to start looking for customers. They're already customers. So what is now your own angle that makes it outstanding? Okay. Now you need to like create a market map. And in creating a market map, you need to consider 3 P's. And these are people, place, and product. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to check my notes and also teach people, place, and products. When it comes to people, ask yourself, who are the influencers in the niche you want to enter into? Who are the influencers that your target audience are listening to? Who are the people your target audience are listening to? You need to know them. That's the first P. The second P is where is the place, where is the location your target audience are always gathered? Where is the place they're always gathered? Is it on forums? Is it on blogs? Is it on social media groups? Where do they gather? Because the more you are able to find out this information, you can actually like know the thought process of your target audience. And then the product. What other products are your targeted audience buying? What related products are they buying? It would also help you. All right. I'm trying to like round off now. Then you need to know your customer plan. Now, the plan is PLAN: problems, language, anecdotes, and needs. Problem, language, anecdotes, and needs. Now, you need to know what is the problem your target audience is facing. Okay, everybody has a problem. That is why we are all into business. We are all trying to solve a problem. So you need to ask yourself that, like, what is that problem that is pinching my targeted audience's foot? Remember, there was a time I told you that like you should ask people about your idea or like talk to people about your idea. You can also talk to your targeted audience, sharing the idea with them and then asking them, what is the problem you face in XYZ? What is the problem you're going through that like if you could, you would what's it called? You'd be able to like get so if you could get someone to fix it for you, you'd be more than happy to part ways with your money. All right. So you could ask them something like, what's something about XYZ that frustrates you? If you had a magic wand and could change anything related to XYZ, what would it be? What problems are costing you the most money right now? What is the most important activity related to XYZ that you do? Is there any frustration associated with that? Like you ask different questions to your intended audience because you need to understand them properly so that like you'll be able to what serve them the solution. The next thing is the language. What is the language your targeted audience are speaking? All right. What is the questions they are asking? What is the complaints they are making? What are the keywords they are typing on Google to search for something related to the stories they are telling? All right. About what they're doing. What is the stories that they're telling about that problem that they're going through? Maybe like they were able to like have a particular solution about it. All right. And the needs. What is the need of your targeted audience, right? Once you have been able to like get your plan, then you would then bring the solution, which is the elixir, right? It's like a potion. You now bring yourself as the one that can actually solve their problem. All right. His next chapter is elixir, right? You portray yourself based on all the information you've been able to gather so far as what as a solution, having as the person rather having the solution to their problem. All right, and you need the knowledge of copywriting and all those kind of things. I'm just trying to like round off right now, and once you have been able to like portray yourself as the solution, knowing fully well that like your idea has been validated, then you know that like your business is going to do what? It's going to skyrocket. And that business would not make you unhappy in years to come because you've already set what? The foundation by telling yourself that like in the next 5 years, where do I want to be? Okay. And then based on your past, you've been able to know your core strength. And then you've been able to ask people around like, okay, what superpowers do I have that you feel that like would make my business outstanding? Because you need that. Then you've done your market research. You've been able to ask around, like, okay, what are the needs of the people? What are people searching on forums, on blogs, and all those kind of things? Once you've been able to do all that, and you've been able to like gather everything together, then you do what? You launch your business, and you know that like truly your business is going to do what is it is going to boom. So if you want to buy Pat Flynn's book, I am not an affiliate marketer. But if you want to buy Pat Flynn's book, Will It Fly, you can get it on Amazon or any other place that I can buy the book. I am sure that like with the excerpts I have made, I hope my grammar is right though. Anyway, with the review that I made about the book, I hope you guys have been able to learn something tangible. If anybody has any question, I will be taking questions in the next 2 minutes before we call it a day. So if you have any question, please put it in the comment section and I will put it and I would answer you. All right. If you have any question based on your business or something that like you're having problems with relating to your business, please ask and I will be more than willing to answer your question. Anybody. Is anybody out there that would like to? I'm still waiting. Whew. I'm back, people. My health is back and I'm happy. Very, very happy. All right. So if we do not have anybody that has any question so far, first and foremost, I need to ask you people while I'm waiting for somebody to ask a question. Do you guys like my shirts? People like my shirt. My shirt is very, very fine. And I look like all these. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can be playful. Anyway, please do not mind me. All right. So if you have any questions, I'm still waiting. I'm still chilling. And if there are no more questions, on this note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call it a day. It's been fun having you guys around. I hope you guys enjoyed the book review that we did. And if you have a new business to launch, you know the path you need to take for you to be able to launch your business properly. Thank you all for watching. Please invite someone. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching from Facebook, please share this video with friends. If you feel it's going to be of value to them, right, please share. On YouTube, share with your friends also. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, help grow this channel so that you can have more people gain something tangible in their lives. I said earlier this year that like I hope to impact lives this year, and I would want to do 100 episodes. This is episode 21, and I said in one of my episodes that like I would be what's the word now? Yeah, we have a question. I'm coming. I said in one of the episodes that like by the time I get to episode 20, I'll take myself out, but I have been down for a while now. So by next week or next 2 weeks, I'm going to take myself out, and I'll show you guys pictures from me taking myself out. I am not just a workaholic, because a lot of you guys believe that like I'm one workaholic. All right, I'm not just a workaholic. I'm going to take myself out, and I'm going to show you guys the picture of the things that I did. So Rukayat's question says that like, can we get the books we want to review in advance before book review episodes? Okay. All right. I can do that. I can share. Okay, that would just be for those of you that are probably like on my WhatsApp group. And I will share with you guys probably like books I would be talking about. All right. This is one of the 20 books I read last year between August and November. So I'll probably be doing that. I'll let you guys know beforehand so that you guys can read ahead if you're interested. But if you do not have the time, that is why I'm here. I will do a book review. It will not be regularly, it will be once in a while. When I am ready to do another book review, I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys heads up about the next book I'll be doing. So on this note, thank you for being a part of the show. It's been fun having you. And as I say, always give your best to the world. Always be your best. Always be happy. Impact lives. You are a light. Shine your light for the world to see, because there's no point hiding under any bushel. You know they make sense. Shine, 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 bobo. Star. All right then. Take care, guys. Have fun. Bye. Peace out.